Nigga, why the fuck did you kick the rec bot, nigga?
No, I'm not, bro. Okay, just go.
Okay, yeah, so would you like me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I can go first. I mean, we both agreed that like Uraume just doesn't scale the Gojo like at all. Like we got one shot, blitz and all that shit.
Depends which version of Gojo.
No, it was base like nothing Gojo. Like,
Okay, which version,
which
time frame? Which time frame?
I'm talking time frames. Like right before he got unsealed.
Before he got unsealed, like the one in Shibuya?
Yeah, like right, one in Shibuya, like right after he got unsealed, like literally bitch Uraume, like no black flash amps, no training, just basic.
Yeah, I don't know if that Gojo would bitch Shinjuku Uraume. I'm using Shinjuku Uraume.
No. Do you think Uraume got stronger?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, what?
Based on?
Okay, yeah, because I think Hikari and Yuta should be above Shibuya Gojo. And I think Uraume is like super hyper relative to Hikari because they literally fought for like the entire Shinjuku period and then nobody like won. It was just a draw.
Why do you think they're above the Shibuya Gojo?
Do you agree with like Uraume like hyper relative to Hikari though?
That's fine. That's cool. I'm just asking why you think they're above Gojo. Like,
yeah, do you agree that Shinjuku Maharaga should be above Shibuya Gojo?
No, like Shibuya Gojo still stated to be the strongest sorcerer, even the time frame he's like at a disadvantage. So
he can be stated to be the strongest sorcerer. Maharaga is a Shikigami that is sorcerer.
Listen. We're questioning whether Uraume scales to or above that Gojo, right? And I'm saying, well, if we just now agreed that this latest version of Uraume is just rival to Hikari, and I'm saying Hikari's damn right stay weaker than the Shibuya Gojo who's nerfed. It is attacker scaling. That's why I'm saying like that Maharaga shit like doesn't get you.
Wait, that's literally impossible. How could a character from Shinjuku be stated to be? No, that is possible. Wait, there is no statement. Shut the fuck up. There's no statement for fucking like Shinjuku, like Hikari below Shibuya Gojo. There's no statement for that. There's no proof for that.
You're lost. Listen. I'm telling you, Hikari is stated below Gojo even during that arc because it's stated in that arc that Gojo's the strongest. So now you saying, well, he just scales to Hikari.
Wait, in which arc? Which arc? The Shibuya arc or the Shinjuku
something that hurts you. Like I'm saying, if a confirmed person below Gojo, I'm still scaling to somebody who's confirmed below Gojo. So I think we can use this about this preponderance of evidence to suggest that look, this guy named Uraume is just not on Gojo's level.
Yeah, my response to that is just any statement you're gonna provide is gonna be indexed to Shibuya. So a character from Shinjuku can literally just be new information, which would just like contradict the statement, and the statement would just no longer take precedence.
It's still a preponderance, though. I think not understanding.
Why is it a preponderance? Statements are only relevant to the time period that they're made in. New information literally overwrites statements.
Haram. I'm telling you this narrative piece that Gojo just consistently is called the strongest modern day sorcerer. Something because of this, right? I'm just using.
Yeah, so he can be the strongest in the next arc because I also think Gojo got stronger.
Okay. If you agree that the preponderance is still shown to be the case in the next arc, I'm just asking you if that is the case. Why the fuck is Hikari now above a Gojo who still has preponderance on the side? If that's not true, then Harame.
Wait, the preponderance would just change given the character.
The preponderance does not change. Listen. I'm talking about
because if the preponderance didn't change, there would be a logical contradiction. Obviously, a view without a logical contradiction is better than a view with a logical contradiction.
Modern day sorcerers being below Gojo. Where's that contradiction at?
The contradiction in what? Sorry.
Where's the contradiction of modern day sorcerers being below Gojo? Where's the contradiction in that preponderance? Where's that at?
Yeah, there's strong reason to believe. Like there's literally I have a whole argument for why Shinjuku Hikari should be above Shibuya Gojo, which would contradict the character from the prior arc being above the character in the next arc.
What character is Gojo not above?
Okay, Shibuya Gojo is not above Hikari.
Why is he not above Hikari? I just mentioned how he stayed above.
Okay, so in Shibuya, right? Gojo with the 6 eyes, which gives him so much knowledge, which makes him a super credible source. It's literally been stated that his 6 eyes sees through all, right? He looks at Maharaga and says to Megami, right? you can surpass me with Maharaga. He very clearly implies that, right?
That doesn't prove anything.
Hold on. So if Sukuna tames Maharaga, and Sukuna is like the pinnacle of the verse when it comes to skill, pretty much.
I disagree. I do not think.
Hold on. Let me give you the argument, and then tell me why you disagree with it.
You don't have to continue. I just disagree with.
Wait. You don't get the argument yet. You don't get the argument.
You get the argument. There's no potential above Megan's potential. That's literally the conclusion. If that is not the case, then your argument doesn't follow.
Wait. I also have to argue Utah above Maharaga.
I can track.
No, I literally do. Bro, Jen, you're stupid. Jen, you're stupid. I have to prove Hakari over Maharaga.
Oh my god.
Jen, I have to prove Hakari over Maharaga. What part of that don't you get?
Oh my, bro. I'm telling you that is irrelevant because I'm just disagreeing with the prior parties and established that.
Okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. But I also think Hakari is above Maharaga. Do you want to hear my reason for that, or do you want to touch up on the first thing first?
Again, like I said, we don't talk about that. If I just don't.
Okay, one or two.
Let's talk about one.
Okay, we'll talk about one. So, what do you disagree with it for?
Yeah, why do you think Maharaga's skills above him, man? Not Maharaga. I mean, why do you think that Sukuna is just above full potential Megami? Like, where's the argument? Where's the statement?
Why is Sukuna above full potential Megami? I mean, it's just like much like better observations, which would just like lend higher like credence to the fact that he would have like better potential. Like Sukuna and Gojo are stated to be geniuses on such like a high level that they can do anything they want on the first try, pretty much. Now,
do you agree that it's just directly stated that Yuji has a higher potential than Sukuna, correct?
No, it's not stated that he has a higher potential. Uraume questions if he has a potential equal to that of like Sukuna, like his latent potential. She questions that. That's not even like proof that he actually has it. You can predict potential, but that doesn't mean like your prediction is actually like correspondent to reality. Predicting the future. About? The statement you're referring to is in 257, yes? When Yuji awakens.
No, but like I can use that to support my argument. I'm using more so the fact that
you can't. Your argument is that he has better potential. That statement says that his potential is equal.
I don't think you understand.
And that's a prediction statement. That's not even like some official statement from the author.
Haram.
It can be questioned. Like its credibility can be questioned.
Haram, I think you're lost. You just blatantly.
How am I lost?
That's not the statement I'm appealing to. Because that's not the statement I'm appealing to. You arguing that is irrelevant. I'm just saying that can just be used as backing for why I think my argument makes more sense, right? Which is just the fact that, listen, Yuji seems to have this narrative of having this potential that just lets him be Sukuna or above Sukuna, right? This is the one I'm using for this is the Gojo thing when he's explaining how Yuji works if he just fully masters his abilities and inherits Sukuna techniques and foundation, like his body could just use that shit, okay? The Uraume shit would only further back that up. And guess what stated from there? Megumi has higher potential than even Yuji. That's blatantly stated. So if you're agreeing to these priors of Yuji has potential to let inherent Sukuna's abilities, obviously.
Wait, hold on. Send the statements you're talking about. Send the statements you're talking about. Just send all the skills you're talking about.
I got you. Yes.
Lucky going for a speed blitz. Oh my god. Time to upload Mono versus Dead Boy, bro. Spurg off of the century. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Got a bullet in my head. Bro, Teddy, you've been here for 2 seconds, bro. I promise you the debate is not that bad.
Maybe it's that bad, bro. Teddy, what's the conclusion of the debate, bro?
What?
How bad is it? How bad is the debate, bro?
This one or this one?
Both, man.
The first one kind of just made me want to kill myself, and then
Wait, who made you want to kill yourself in the first one?
both of you.
Why? I was making good points. I was making good points, bro. You know I was.
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fair.
You said Uraume over Gojo? Alright.
That's what he said, bro.
Yeah, I got Uraume above Shibuya Gojo, but listen, the argument for it's good, bro.
It's really not. It's probably not.
Listen, bro. I gotta give Bob vouch. It's not a bad take. He just disagrees with it
Bob
is all.
vouch?
All right,
Yeah,
here you
bro.
go.
I don't know why I'm hating on Gizbob. It's funny because I don't know. I don't even think Gizbob is bad. I just think he's overrated.
Overrated? He's the go,
He's
bro.
better
He's
than
not
your whole
overrated.
friend group, kid.
256. I'm
Who
going
is my
256
friend
now.
group? I don't even hang around debaters
Frosty.
anymore, lad. Frosty's dead. He literally killed himself because Rez broke up with him.
I hope he did.
Wait,
That's
actually?
so real, bro.
Are you
No,
serious?
he didn't actually, but
No,
Oh.
we don't
he
know
just
what
hasn't been on
happened.
Chord. Yeah, he just hasn't been on Chord.
He's so real though, because that reason, bro. He's real.
Dude, Ghetto Junior, a top 1 dater. It's crazy.
I'd
Shut the
cake
fuck
enough
up.
actually,
Riz,
kid,
bro.
but
He
you
got
know.
success with it.
I used to be so crazy at dating, like
I'm
prime
still
13-year-old
cracked, man. I don't
Teddy
know what
when
you
I was
mean
getting
used to.
groomed by like 17-year-olds. The shit was so peak.
Damn.
These confessions are being recorded. I forgot Pal was in the VC.
We could just cut this out of the rec.
I'll keep it in. I'm proud.
What should I
Alright.
make what should I make the fucking thumbnail for Mono versus Ed Boy?
Make it like make it wait, make it my thumbnail. Look, I made this meme in the chat. Look, this
Are
is
there
later
any
to be.
like scenes in the Boondocks where a black person is just yelling at a white person and the white
No, make
person
the
is just
thumbnail
completely
that, Haram. Look
showcased?
in the chat. Make it that.
Wait, Jen, I'm not gonna do that because they're gonna say I'm biased. I want to make it seem like it's kind of contentious, like give it kind of contentious thumbnail.
Bias in that. No. But it is the skins, bro.
Jen, are you high? Why is Mono's
Wait,
claim beating
Teddy,
up Mono
you think
himself?
Mono is white, Teddy?
No, it's just funny to call him white.
Hold on, it's difficult to use electricity by itself, right? Okay, so what is the first scan proof?
Yeah, the first scan is basically just to prove that sorcerers' potential are based on their curse technique. And Gojo is saying, as opposed to Yuji having his own entire potential, at least when I argue that, it seems to be the case that he's arguing that your potential is based off Sukuna's techniques, right? So it's based off Sukuna's potential. If that's the case, then it makes sense why it's further established later on why he just has potential that's equal to Sukuna, and Sukuna's even in question like, yo, does he think he's equal to me? So it just seems to be the case that Yuji's full potential just seems to rival Sukuna.
Okay, so the problem is you're showing like an instance of Itadori getting stronger through the usage of black flashes, while also mentioning the fact that there's like innate talent, but that innate talent is attributed to curse techniques. But the problem is also like Yuji is like mostly strong through his like stats. It's not really his curse technique which is carrying him. Like Gojo can give like some estimation which is 80% innate talent or whatever, given like your innate abilities and whatnot, but that doesn't have to like correspond to reality. Like just because Gojo says something doesn't mean like the statement is credible and it actually just like happens always. But I think when we're talking about things like the Six Eyes, which can like look at the here and now and we're not talking about the future, I think like a statement like that is credible. So I don't really see like more reason to like trust what Gojo's saying here than like not trusting what Gojo's saying here.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that curse technique point actually works against you. We know later on as Yuji is closer and closer to reaching his max potential is when he actually unlocks his versions of Cleaves and Dismantle. And it stated earlier in the Higuruma fight that is just like one with a basic foundation like reinforcement and control for a sorcerer. Your curse technique and your curse energy control is tied. So when one weakens, the other one weakens as well. So I just think that Yuji having like this strong physical body.
What?
What are you confused
I don't
about?
think that's ever stated. Like if you're
when
like
a sorcerer loses the ability to wield curse technique,
like if
right
you
there.
lose the ability to use a curse technique, like your understanding gets worse.
It's stated. When a sorcerer loses the ability to wield curse techniques, usually their fundamental curse energy control also weakens, right? Which shows it's a one-in-one tandem thing, right? They're like literally connected. That's even how it's explained earlier in chapter 1. Like it's like
connected,
curse and electronics,
hold
like
on.
they're literally tied.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me just like interrupt. Like connected, but like when you're saying 1-to-1, I hope you're not saying like they're directly 1-to-1. Like if you lose your curse technique, then you just like have no curse energy control.
No, I'm not in that sense. I'm more so talking like they're built off their like foundations, right? So
Yeah, I
we take
agree.
one away, the other one's gonna inherently just get fucking weakened and shit in the dirt. It doesn't have to be like to the same direct fucking nerf, but it's supposed to be a substantial thing. Like it's supposed to be 1-to-1. The knowledge is tied with each other, the correlation, the feelings is tied with each other. So I really just think that the reason why Yuji has a strong body is because he's getting closer and closer to the what's it called Shinjuku arc, which he awakens, cleaving this mantle, and finally just becomes on par with Sukuna, right? And once that narrative is reapplied to the story.
Well, that one really makes sense because this scan is saying that the reason why sorcerers get weaker after they lose their curse technique, because of their like foundational curse energy control to also weaken, is because it kind of goes against their ingrained instincts. Like you flow, like I assume what they mean off of this is just like you flow curse energy in a specific manner, and given that specific manner, if you lose one aspect of it, your muscle memory doesn't really work the same way. Like you don't flow the same way, so it's a little bit kind of difficult to flow it in that same manner.
How you think
So,
actually, here's my position.
so given that with Yuji, right? Yuji, he literally unlocks his curse technique for the first time in this arc, and he also gets a stat increase. So I don't think like unlocking a curse technique automatically makes you
wait.
a lot stronger when it comes to statistics, unless that is specifically explained within the ability. I think that lack of expected observation makes that view weaker.
The argument is quite simple. If curse technique control is in some way tied to just reinforcement and curse energy control in general, I'm saying if you unlock your curse technique, right, which is a new level of control over your curse technique, what follows is that your ability to will basic curse energy and reinforcement also inherently gets better. So I'm saying this makes sense because it's expected and shown during the Shinjuku arc. Yuji unlocks this thing and gets more potential to backflash, and because of that, not only gets curse technique, he also gets stronger in general. Like you see, he has.
I think you can prove that's because of the curse technique, and that's some after effect of the black flash. And regardless of that,
so we agree the black flash awakens potential, correct? That's literally what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it awakens your potential, but it also gives you a better understanding of cursed energy.
Okay.
Like a better understanding of cursed energy, so that could be the result of the black flash and not the curse technique itself.
Listen, that's not unexpected about my position. My scan that I just
posted. Well, no, your position expects that the curse technique itself would actually make you stronger.
You're lost.
Because you would get better curse energy control through just having a curse technique. So what I'm saying off of that is it could just be the result of a black flash giving you better curse energy control understanding.
You might be lost. The argument will just go as follows.
Why am I lost?
Does not listen. The argument will just go as follows. Yuji does not have access or can use this curse technique earlier in any way. He uses Black Flash.
So prove the curse technique actually makes him stronger statistically.
Wait. Do I have to pull instances where someone gets a Black Flash and has better EP feats?
That's not what I asked you to prove.
Yeah, what he says makes you stronger. You said that.
No, I asked you to prove that unlocking a curse technique makes your stats increase.
Yeah. Listen. I'm using the fact that Yuji, right, and other Black Flash members, when they do Black Flash, their AP feats get higher. Okay. And then I'm just going to correct the fact that,
your claim was about curse techniques, not black flashes.
Haram.
Your claim was about curse technique, not black flashes.
Haram.
I didn't ask you to prove black flash. I agree the black flash makes you stronger.
You're not understanding.
You don't have to prove that. You're shadowboxing.
Haram, you are shadowboxing. I'm making the claim.
You're shadowboxing.
Haram,
prove your burden. Prove your burden.
I need you to listen.
What are you doing? Prove your burden. What are you doing? Prove your burden.
Haram, you're not listening. You don't understand the argument. I'm trying to walk it through.
You just told me the argument.
You did. Okay, what's the argument?
The argument is, right, it's literally like a 1-to-1, right? When you lose your curse technique, your cursed energy control also gets weaker, right? So given that, because Yuji unlocks his curse technique, that's also going to give him better curse energy control, right? What I'm saying off of that, right, is this is the cause of like you going against your instincts, so you might flow curse energy in the wrong way and get weaker as a result, right? Because it's seeing manipulation, you have to manipulate it properly. And with that, right, off of that, with the curse technique shit, he hits a black flash. Black flashes make you stronger, so you can't prove that the curse technique itself actually makes him stronger, stats-wise.
Wait. Again, this is why I'm saying you're lost. Listen, if the argument that I'm making just now,
you just didn't even track your own claim there. Well, what?
No, I did track my own claim. Listen. The argument I'm making is quite simple. We agreed earlier a critical foundation that follows from Black Flash that potential is unlocked. Okay, I'm saying this is. Just ignoring this usually example where there's Just guess what? Niggas are just getting stronger doing Black Flash. So we know that follows, okay? And I'm saying, okay, because this Yuji example where he also unlocks the curse technique, and guess what? I'm using the other examples to strengthen this one. And School himself was just saying, guess what? Oh my God, he's trying to be equal to me. It seems to be the case that just Yuji is just having better performances, better better feats, all this stuff from initial things and things in the fight as well. That I don't know how you're not understanding. I'm using the
correlation equals causation fallacy. Prove that unlocking your curse technique makes your stats stronger. Prove the causation.
Bro, Haram, I'm saying if we know you are getting stronger from previous examples, it is going to follow.
Yes, there are other factors in these examples. Prove that it is this specific variable, that being the curse technique, and not the Black Flash.
Haram, if you understand potentials, what makes you stronger, and I'm saying, okay, unlocking a curse technique is a quote.
And if I move my hand while I also put my hand on the stove and then my hand burns, do you think it's the stove that burned my hand or the hand movement randomly from the other hand that burned my hand?
Haram, if curse technique is entitled with potential, then this is me.
Okay, you can answer the question there because you know it makes you look retarded.
If curse technique is tied to
no. I asked you a question about the hand movements in relation to the stove. I did not ask you about curse techniques.
All right, so curse technique is tied to potential. Potential makes you stronger. You unlock curse technique.
Okay, you still didn't answer the question, but that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Answer the question. Like it really doesn't answer the question, bro.
No, I didn't ask you a question about curse techniques. I asked you a question about hand movements in relation to a stove.
I'm saying what I just said answers your fucking argument. Answers the whole argument in question, bro. You're too.
How does it answer it?
Bro, you asked me that unlocking a curse technique makes you stronger. I'm saying if it's
that wasn't the question I asked you. That wasn't the question I asked you. I'm asking you, does correlation necessitate causation? That's what I'm asking you about.
Bro. You asked.
What don't you understand? What don't you understand? Do I need to explain it to you in a different way? Why don't you get this?
Yeah, you're lost, bro. Oh my God.
I'm lost. Does anyone agree with you? Does anyone agree with you?
We can ask.
Anyone.
We can ask. Like, we can ask around, see what they think. Anyone want to mic up and get their opinion on what's happening so far?
All right. On an unrelated note, bro, I saw Dead Boy debate Mono today. Then I get Dead Boy. I don't know, bro. I think he's kind of cold. I think he got a lot better. Like, bro, I slid him up. Like, what do I have him on my tier list? Oh yeah, bro. I had him like fucking. I had that dude tier 7 below like Zizo, Timaeus, below Future and all that shit. I slid him right up next to Future in tier 6, bro. Slid him above Zizo, Timaeus, all that shit.
It's crazy.
He's cold, bro. He's cold as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I got Chrome tier 2. Is that crazy or not?
It's a little bit crazy.
Because I got like 12 tiers. Like in my tier 2, I have people like C, Shinra, and I just have Chrome in that same tier.
Still crazy.
You think Chrome is like a tier below Shinra?
Everything's
like
crazy, bro.
Yeah, my bad. Do you think like Smoothie is Archie level? Like I hear like Smoothie's better than Archie, so I just put like Smoothie like kind of like next to Archie.
Are we continuing or?
I mean, like if no one's gonna give their opinion, we can continue. Like I'm cool with going into my scaling, bro. Like.
Okay, so this whole like fucking like a bit like increase shit. Like this is like even if this all got off, like how would you prove with some like numbers, some variables, like prove like with a scale, like a connective scale. Okay, this given this proves this character would be above this character to sort of contradict the Maharaga thing.
Bro, wait, the argument is simple. Like I'm saying, it's stated Yuji has.
No, I want numbers. I want numbers. I get the argument. I want numbers.
What's wrong with you? We just have statements suggesting.
Okay, this character gets stronger than this character. I want you to use like a connective scale to prove this character is stronger than this character. Therefore, Maharaga scaling doesn't work.
Yeah. You're trying to say the Megami thing. The Megami thing is over my what's called Megami. I'm saying, well, no, we know Megami has full potential is over Yuji has full potential, who's equal to Sukuna at least. And because of that, like their scaling doesn't work, so just can't follow it all. Like it's that simple. Like you don't have any type of standing based on my contention.
Yeah, so you didn't even send a statement that just said that Megami has better like latent potential
I'll get you the statement,
than Itadori, and Gojo doesn't even have knowledge about Awakened Itadori because Gojo's dead by Awakened Itadori is like time of arrival. But yeah. So basically, I'm already gonna bring up the contentions prior. I question the reliability of Uraume because she's literally just hearing from Sukuna. Oh, he has my curse technique engraved into his soul, right? So off of that, I'm gonna speculate that this guy has potential equal to that of Sukuna. You showed the lane potential shit, and 80% of that is innate talent, so that's gonna be like what curse technique or some shit. And that's 80%. Let's say the other 20%, Sukuna just cliffs Yuji in that, right? That would literally like prove that like Sukuna has way more potential than Yuji. So you wouldn't even be able to prove that Megami has better potential than Yuji, and better potential than fucking Sukuna too. And I didn't even say anything about full potential Megami. It's just like if you tame Maharaga, you have the potential to like surpass Gojo. That's literally just the claim.
Wait, I'm disagreeing. Like,
I never said it has to be full potential. I just said like
wait.
if you have Maharaga, you have the
wait,
potential.
okay,
like
okay.
Megami has the potential to surpass Gojo because of Maharaga.
Wait, now that you have the argument, go ahead and prove that Maharaga just is this strong.
What did I hedge? What proposition did I hedge?
Listen. You did hedge, right? Because earlier was that okay? Well,
yes. Which proposition did I hedge?
Listen. It was just that Sukuna is just stronger than Megami because he tamed Maharaga. I'm saying, well, no, because
wait, no, that wasn't a claim I made. You can check the recording. Everyone has been listening. That was never a claim I made. Taming Maharaga. I never said that. Him taming Maharaga gives him better potential. That's stupid. I would never say that. It really
was an argument because besides that, you have no.
It's the argument for why I didn't say it. Personal anecdote.
Okay. Anyway, besides that, you have no to argue this thing here. So again, we know that Gojo is this stronger than Maharaga. So to even argue that makes no sense. That beating Maharaga means you can beat Gojo.
Which Gojo? Shibuya Gojo above Shinjuku Maharaga? Prove that.
It's quite simple. It's just that he beat Maharaga. Like, he has this narrative of being the strongest.
Shinjuku Gojo beats Maharaga, not Shibuya Gojo. You can't backscale the two. Shibuya Gojo. Yeah, Shibuya Gojo beat Shinjuku Gojo beats Shinjuku Maharaga. You can't backscale Shibuya to say like he would also be able to do that.
I think I've already shown why I can't backscale. Just that this narrative presenting the character. You don't have this presentation, therefore not as strong as him. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah, so that presentation can change according to his stats. Like at any point in the story, he can have like the pinnacle of the stats, whereas like a prior version of himself can be weaker than other characters. We know for a fact, right, that Team Gojo will literally lost to Toji, right?
Wait, but he wasn't
literally lost to Toji.
Like, I don't know why you keep using. He wasn't the strongest there. He just literally wasn't the strongest.
Okay, so you think like when he gets some title, he's just the strongest always?
When he
do you think like RCT Gojo do you think like teenage RCT Gojo beats like adult Sukuna then? Like adult full power Sukuna?
I don't think Sukuna is weaker than Gojo, dumbass bitch. Like, what the fuck?
So you think but you were saying pinnacle. So Gojo isn't at the pinnacle then.
Sorcerer, you
just dropped. Okay. Modern sorcerers.
Guys,
okay.
he might be fucking retarded.
Okay. Hold on. No. So I'm just gonna ask you something. Okay. Modern sorcerers. So you think like RCT Gojo as a teenager, right, is above Yuta, Hikari, all the heavy hitters, literally every sorcerer.
And that makes sense too, right? Because Maki, who's a heavy hitter, which means he's in a similar league to these guys, is fucking weaker than that quote-unquote strongest team Gojo. He one-shot that bitch.
Whoa. Just because you're a heavy hitter doesn't mean you're relative to the other heavy hitters.
Okay.
You can't prove that shit.
All right,
you can't prove that shit. You can't prove that shit.
We just see that, one, to give an example, Yuta and Hikari are relative, right? We agree? Right, so that proves one example of it? Okay. Here's a second example.
For the other example.
Yuji, who keeps up with fucking, what's his name? Yuta, right? Gets rel to Sukuna, and Maki goes rel to that Sukuna. On multiple
Yuji ever goes relative with Yuta. Ever. Once in the story.
Yuta? That's what you're arguing? All right, hold up.
Prove he ever goes relative with a full power Yuta. Prove that shit.
He goes rel with Domain Yuta, who's above Yuta, who's relative with Hikari.
Prove he went relative. Prove he went relative, and Yuta then just hold back to coordinate with Yuji.
Let me get it straight. You think Yuji? Wait, not Yuji. Yuta, who quite literally says that Sukuna is the strongest sorcerer that he knows, right? So he knows that he's weaker. Goes to the domain, which is supposed to be like his lint breaking thing, and decides to hold back to make his job harder. That's what you argue right now?
Why would that make that? Well, no. Why would that make it harder? My argument was literally just coordinating might actually help them more. It might give them better chances.
The more leeway you give your opponent when it comes to strength and speed makes it difficult for you to overpower them, speed boost them, get hits.
Prove that's the case in this case because when you're 2v1
wait.
someone,
Yes
it's
or
like
no?
an exponential amp. There's like an exponential
Yes
amp.
or no? Yes or no?
In the case of a 1v1, prove that's the case in a 2v1.
Wait. In a 2v1, regardless, you holding back your stats make it harder to defend and parry. Even in that example. I don't care how many people are
parry? Defend and parry? No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. If you have
not
nobody there to help you and you hold back, that means what, Haram?
Nope. If you're 2v1ing someone and you're beating the shit out of them, you don't need to block and parry.
Losing. Oh my god. Haram.
You have lost every point in this
Haram,
conversation.
why do you think that having more people...
You are out of cursed energy and you are delirious right now.
It's quite simple.
Lock in, bro.
Why do you think having more people means that no matter what's going to happen, it's going to be hard for
Divided
you to respond?
attention. Divided attention is literally like a psychological thing. Divided attention.
Haram,
when you divide your attention, the quality of your attention upon each task gets weaker.
You know you're wrong. You're not even letting me give you the question and answer.
No, I don't think I'm wrong. I'm literally arguing with you, and I'm like passionate in the words I'm saying.
I'm gonna
believe everything I'm saying. I am not of any belief that I'm wrong whatsoever.
I'm gonna ask the question fully, and don't be a pussy and interrupt. Listen, I'm gonna ask it fully, and I'm gonna yes or no answer, or a clear response. Okay. All right.
Go.
If holding back your stats like strength, speed, durability doesn't impact your responses to your opponent. Okay, why do you think having more people would change outcomes to jumping them, right? To even scenarios to where, look, if you hold back to let's say, literally no power level and you're a person there, that means that for some reason you have a person there, you can respond instantly. You yourself with speed, AP, and even though in the scenario, you're holding back, you're at 0. How does that make sense, Uraume? Explain those.
I don't know what you mean by you're at 0, but I guess the response to that, I'll just repeat what I already said earlier. If you're jumping someone and you're beating the shit out of them and you're not giving them an opportunity to just fight regularly, and you're putting a bunch of pressure on them, that's going to create an issue, right? Where you don't really need to block or parry as much, and the other person is really getting pressured, so you don't have to worry about as much obstacles anymore.
Wait, so
the best offense, because the best defense is a good offense.
Wait, so just to be clear, the best defense is a good offense, right? In the scenario I posited, I'm seeing offense at 0. So that showcases an example.
The offense is at 0?
Yeah.
Prove that's the case here. I don't think you could prove that's the case here.
Haram, you're not understanding.
Yuta is literally cutting Sukuna's limbs off. He is tearing his body apart. The offense is not at 0 whatsoever.
I'm not talking, Haram.
They make his output plummet because they beat the shit out of him.
Haram, you are not listening. When I say the offense is at 0, I'm talking about the hypothetical I'm making. I'm saying if the argument that
I don't think your hypothetical matters if it's not
Haram,
applicable to the actual situation at hand. The situation as the hypothetical has to actually represent the situation.
SpongeBob, the argument you fucking made was that using your stats and lowering it does not impact your ability to respond. I'm saying, okay, respond to the argument that if you lowered your stats to 0.
Responded to the argument, you fucking idiot.
Does not go down.
I just responded to the argument, you fucking idiot.
You're telling me.
I responded to it 2 times now, Jin, and you still didn't get it. You're
telling me that if you hold back to level 0, that does not improve the claim, right? And mind you, you can't move. You're not trying to take back. Everything you're trying to do is no. That now is countered by you saying, hey, man, in this scenario where you literally are using stats to make the job easier to attack and respond, it means that your prior example does not fucking work. That makes no fucking sense, you dumbass bitch. You just fucking dodged the claim.
That wasn't the fucking claim I made. You're stupid. Bro. All right, we can move on. We can move on to my next proposition, which is a proposition I made earlier, which I'm just going to prove. Yeah, so pretty much, do you agree Yuta and Hikari are relative or equal in Shinjuku?
Oh, yeah, man.
Wait, you already agreed to that earlier. Never mind. Okay. Do you agree that Yuta is above Mahoraga in Shinjuku Mahoraga?
It's fine, bro.
Okay. Okay, so Yuta, Hikari, relative or equal, right? Over Mahoraga, right? Above Shibuya Gojo, Uraume, super relative to fucking Hikari, right? Shibuya Gojo above 16 finger, right? No, like the Megana. The Megana, okay? And then that guy speed blitzed Ryu.
Uraume, you understand, Yuta and Shinjuku in his domain is said to have worse output stats than Ryu, right? Who's my character? And if you're arguing, we were agreeing Ryu and what's my cover?
Yeah, the fucking best output in the culling games. Gojo isn't in the culling games. One,
you're lost. You're lost.
That's like Gojo isn't in the culling games yet. And the second thing is, bro,
that's not the
that
argument.
statement is in reference to Sendai colony players introduced in 173.
Haram, that's not what I claimed. Listen, the argument is that Ryu is stated to be above Shinjuku Yuta with a domain amp when it comes to reinforcement. That same Yuta is rel to Akari at bare minimum, right? Who's rel to Uraume. That literally proves my point. I just win this debate, bro. I don't want to debate you no more, bro. You're just being a bitch, bro. Like, respond to that. Respond to this, please. Respond that Ryu.
Wait, hold on. I was responding to the chat. Can you just repeat one thing? That was like the one thing I wasn't paying attention to. Just repeat what you said.
Ryu is stated above a domain amped Yuta during Shinjuku. Yuta is rel to Hikari at least. Hikari rel to Uraume. So my character over yours.
Wait. He can be above in durability. I don't think you could prove like he's above as a fighter. My claim is these characters are above as fighters. You can be weak in one stat and make up for it in other stats. You can compensate with speed, attack potency, all that.
I just need to understand. It is stated Ryu has the same output and it's the strongest output, despite him having this Kirk technique or after his domain and anything like that. So all that means that if he has high output in his durability, he's going to have high output in his AP because they're correlative, and obviously speed is going to correlate to that as well. I do not.
No, you can't prove that. You can't prove that it's going to correlate. You can't prove that all of those stats are going to correlate. You cannot prove that.
Okay.
You cannot prove that.
Okay. So if we see that Ryu hurts himself and tanks his own attacks, what do you think it's going to prove? It's going to prove some correlation there, right? All right.
Let's correlation in one instance. You're making a general claim. You can't prove that this shit is gonna stay. And I'm talking about speed.
Yes.
Also, another thing, you're not factoring in Yuta's AP or Yuta's speed.
Haram, I was also gonna bring up.
Okay, Jin, I'm gonna make it so simple. Yuta's AP and speed get much better to reconcile the issue.
Haram, you're not listening. I'm saying, listen. I'm gonna build.
You're not listening.
No, Haram, listen. I wasn't done to your example. I was going to continue on to build upon the correlation because I already showed AP and durability. I was saying, listen, Ryu also shows a guess what speed correlation. Yuta talks about them during their first encounter, first interaction. He says this guy is fast and has explosiveness output to boot.
Can you prove he's faster than Shinjuku Yuta though?
Wait. The argument is simple. I'm making the argument that each three parts of output are correlative based on the Ryu Yuta examples, and then because of that,
they're correlated in one example. I agree.
Ryu has higher output.
I think Yuta's an outlier in Shinjuku.
Even later on, because of that, that means speed is ending right here. It's that simple, bro.
You said speed is ending. Is that the last thing you said?
No, I said based on my argument, that means the speed, AP, and durability is correlating even right here in the Shinjuku example when comparing him and Ryu. Therefore, this argument does prove that Ryu.
Wait, they're not correlated. They're not correlative. In Shinjuku, he can be inferior in one stat. That doesn't mean that all of his stats are like inferior to Ryu's still. I'm saying for the purpose of not having a logical contradiction in said view, right? Which would be the view, which would be the logical contradiction embedded under your view with Maharaga, right? All that shit. The scaling chain already presented, right? The proposition's already presented. I'm saying based off of that, right? There is literally just an outlier with Yuta.
There was no outlier found.
His speed and his AP are way better than that of the Culling Games Yuta. Okay?
Haram, not only are we not attacking the examples I gave in the Shinjuku fight, we're
going to attack your examples. I agree that they're correlative in one example.
Okay. What about in Shinjuku? I'm at listen. On top of you not attacking those fucking examples to show these the correlation. I'm telling you, look, this same guy doesn't have some stats above him. So what's going to be the argument? Because right now
he doesn't have one stat above him. Prove he doesn't have the other stats above him. Without literally going back to the original proposition.
Bro, you haven't checked correlation during the fights.
They can be correlated in one example. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean they're always correlative.
Give me an example where it's not the case. Because you have no evidence right now. You're grasping at no straws.
I don't have to give you an example. I don't have to give you an example. I can literally just say it's an outlier. I can literally just say it's an outlier. My view has infinitely higher explanatory power because it actually abides by the laws of thought.
Okay. So you have no counter examples. I'm just going to argue
that. I don't have to give you a counter example.
I'm just going to argue.
My view has higher explanatory power. I win.
The series, that is not a way they present it. So because of this, you lose the debate. We're done.
Okay.
We're done.
My view has infinitely higher explanatory power.
Yeah.